To mention the Yoru on the other
Yeah,
side.
the Yoru's there,
Less
by
of
the
a
way.
surprise,
By the way. But hey, it's still there, and it's definitely caught our eyes. But as we go forward, maybe we start seeing that depth of what Fnatic may have. Obviously, we've seen them throughout this tournament being tested more than maybe some expected. And DRX, yes, we know the curse of them hitting that marker in these tournaments and always just faltering. But maybe this time it's different.
Looks like this is the score that's destined to be settled at Champs as well. So the last two head-to-heads here. Zest actually does open up onto Derke here. Able to slip away. I'll be cautious towards long. We'll probably hear the orb being retrieved here. Boaster.
Oh, he's got a chance at that.
No ping on the minimap, so I don't actually believe MaKo's.
I don't think you've seen him.
No. Oh. That's a big indicator to find Alpha on the other side. Again, expected position, but Boaster trying to slip in there's caught.
Yeah, so this is now being quite telling. You're seeing a lot of what Fnatic were trying to keep subtle. Leo having a little bit of a look. Fnatic getting a little bit closer. This is going to need someone to deliver them 2, maybe even 3 here. And MaKo's position's lovely. And keep in mind, he has support in there too. Buzz actually dedicated towards Shower. So the map quite small for Fnatic. Hard to break back in here. If they can get the plant, they at least get a little bit of comfort.
Ooh, the spam's
Good.
good,
It's
but
off,
it
it's
doesn't
off, it's
actually.
off. Okay, plant. All right. 3v5 post-plant. Chronicle took a fair crack of damage through that, though, and a lovely pop flash. He eats a fair bit of himself, but for Chronicle, he ate more. So now down to the 2. Fuse started, first connected, but a trade. So it's all on Leo. And he is a marvel, but this is a lot to achieve with 8 bullets left in this, and no real need to stop that defuse. DRX.
Historical pedigree.
Of course.
Then I'm actually here to see it. If they do want to switch things up, obviously this composition on Bind in particular, definitely a catalyst to try and achieve that.
And again, I think we've kind of discussed this till, you know, we're sick. It's just, it's like you can't beat Fnatic by playing traditional Valorant, I feel. I don't think there's many teams, if any, who can. You have to play something out of the ordinary. And that's why all of us are very excited with the idea of like Paper X facing off against them, someone who's very aggressive. And I don't think it's a bad concept for DRX to toy with. As it stands though, being quite patient about this.
We get tagged up though, we'll find Boaster. The paint shell, follow-up headshot, MaKo.
Clean.
Closing the door on Shore, but Leo slipped through the smoke, still finds it.
Okay, that's one.
Spike down.
Should be able to get that rifle back, and they have found Alpha. Good start for DRX here.
Fnatic gonna maybe slow things down a little bit for their first buy round. Activity here for DRX though. Stax is going to get very aggressive.
Again, kind of holding true to what we were discussing, that this is something they want to toy with, play with, try and attempt. Derke is having none of it though. He's dealt with Stax very quickly. Didn't quite get the timing to catch the second, but success elsewhere. And Alpha, the Wonder Kid, for a reason, going to find 2. That's huge value.
Down to 56 HP though. Probably going to wait for a regroup here to get healed. It's just Zest and RB try and recover something. I mean, at this point, some damage, sure, but it's going to be difficult for either of them to really prevent the plant, actually, unless RB stays here.
It can be a real nuisance. They've got to be aware of it. Yeah, doubling down on it. 2. Headshot made, but still falls. Boaster, less than comfortable, but this round is. Fnatic answer back perfectly. A Prime Gaming flawless here.
Need the tour de force just yet. The rifle coming through. One away from the Seekers for Leo, though. He found himself a kill to kick things off here. DRX starting with 3-man towards B, and it looks like Fnatic might actually step the pace up a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a gear shift. Not completely, but you can see the pressure that MaKo's under with this sort of sight hit. Derke is already above, so looking to maybe isolate Buzz. Oh, the timing. Oh, and he doesn't get punished on it. That's just... seems outrageous that Derke gets away with that. Caught with the pain shell in hand, but Buzz couldn't do much about it. But there's bodies here. DRX pulling everyone over. 3 now present on the site, and 1 on that long route around the back lines.
Nobody's going to be stuck behind the trap for a little while. They're going to try and TP past it. Should be out of earshot as well, but Fnatic still trying to fight. Yeah, Alpha responds with 2. Zest will find Leo. Comes down to a 2v2 now.
And with that lack of presence coming out from RB, they're questioning the flank, and Alpha rightly has already turned. Yes, Zest is deep on the site, but you can see how safe they're playing. Trying to find that last... Oh, come on, Alpha! Such a nasty player mechanically, seeing that in full force here. Zest now taking space, but flipped sides.
30 seconds
28 seconds. Can he find Boaster? Yes. He's got to know Alpha was somewhat nearby. And he gets him. Fabulous work from Zest. Back in the game.
Be pushing up. Tour de Force online now. Seekers available for Fnatic, and on the other side, Orbital Strike.
Buzz.
And the pits, yeah.
Buzz is holding his breath, right? Just suck it in. Just hope he doesn't get spotted. And he doesn't. But it's a similar look, right? We saw this before. But Buzz willing to maybe challenge on the cross of this wall. A little bit of a hop up, but look who's waiting on the other side. So a nice little exchange here. Pop flash through the TP. Buzz does find Alpha, so that's Tour de Force gone. Big pickup from RB. This is beautiful work from DRX. Zero fear, taking all the fights. And yeah, Derke standing tall on his tower, but does Buzz fall for it again? He does! Found for a second time. There's Derke and Chronicle. Both in a similar position here. Hard to clear this backside, but Derke, always clean, but not clean enough now. Down to Chronicle. Tough situation, and yeah, beautiful from MaKo. Very, very just get wiggle room. We give them a bit of time, they have depth, they've had a mini timeout. Let's see the value in this as DRX instantly back to the aggression.
I love this on the back of the timeout.
So disruptive, but Chronicle's so aware, and he follows up as well. Finding RB, putting up a massive man advantage here for Fnatic.
I do love being proactive, but a little lazy on approach.
Toxins going up.
Fnatic don't make moves on the back of it, still awaiting further aggression. I think MaKo to hold down the fort here. Does have his ultimate, but a 3v5, they're going to need some sort of damage or a kill to make that feasible. The pings on the minimap here. Leo obviously pinging out that he's going to be dogging up towards Hookah. Spike not committed just yet. 55 seconds left on the clock. Fnatic still looking to plant seeds.
MaKo's position is making me wildly anxious, but maybe to try and deal with this sort of play. We've seen Fnatic trying to creep off this. Oh my
He's
god,
got further.
MaKo, that's mental. He's sitting on the other side of this. He's the only one here. The other two are on the flank. And how long does he wait? How patient is this?
Oh.
It's connected. He knows the flash connected, but he's done everything! Everything you could ask for. And Stax in the back gonna get Alpha down. It's all on Chronicle. He's got his ult though, and that should keep him safe for the plant. What can Stax do? He's got the dog, he's got two flashes, and he's quick to this. He wants to find out where Chronicle is. Can't quite connect on the dog, and the slow gets invested. He's gonna try and buy as much time. And Chronicle be such a king in these moments.
Does he wrap all the way back into the backside of this ultimate?
Oh, he doesn't catch it.
Yes, dropped.
So that's quite telling. Stax is just a couple of steps behind though, and that flash shows where he is, but he still thinks he might be in towards... Wait, he's still paranoid about it. He hasn't even thought about it. Chronicle hasn't stopped walking. Patient the whole time. Through, turn, fight! He gets the tag, down at 20, and Stax needs to close this gap. He's got to get to him, and he does! DRX! And I've got to say, MaKo being masterful, but the time...
Yeah, he's just
got it.
Yeah.
He's...
Oh. Wow.
He's got it.
What a round from Stax. It's not often you see MaKo in kind of these high-risk, high-reward situations. Usually
He's
a
a
solid
safety net.
backline player. Yeah,
Yep.
he's the safe pair of hands. So it's key, actually, if it's going to throw off some of the... Oh, Robbie actually trying to get into the TP, but... Yeah, if it throws off some of Fnatic's, I guess, expected protocols, then that could be a concern. I mean, it already is a concern.
At 5-1, it definitely is. And they're trying something out with, obviously, this chamber coming in that they don't have massive amounts of reps on. Maybe not finding as much comfort as they'd like in that, but obviously DRX on a switch up too, but making it look much better for them here. You know, we do see Derke with the ult. Gonna have the Guardian out. Chronicle has very little. Coming in, Frenzy for Boaster, Stinger for Leo, and the kind of hero rifle for Alpha. The late flash is revealing that Fnatic's intention is creeping towards B long here. Gorgeous from Buzz. Gives Alpha the haircut and slips away. Pop flash and pop on through. Zest and Stax. Look at this aggression from DRX. I love it. The re-aggress through the wall, not being afraid to take these challenges. And it's hard to do that against Fnatic. We gave the credit to the likes of Billy for this sort of aggression, to EDG for these sort of aggressive looks they brought out here. But all of them would have fumbled against Fnatic as Billy did. But be able to do it here for DRX, this is a lovely addition to their playbook.
And it's really well coordinated as well. They're able to construct some of these pieces on the fly. Chronicle just going to
10
give this up. 10
seconds
seconds
left.
left, obviously.
Yeah.
No chance of fighting back in here because look at the left side of the screen. Ultimates are plenty here for DRX. Fnatic obviously coming in with a lesser purchase.
God, this is so impressive.
Kind of pin everything on one opening engagement and hope that we can kind of snowball rounds through that. Well, proactivity is the name of the game here.
Oh!
Chronicle, sharp to it, will deal with the showstopper. Buzz removed right off the rip.
But he wasn't alone in this. They were creeping up. Now, the map's looking kind of curiously divided, isn't it? Because they've taken over that A space, even though they did lose a player for it, so they can't stick around too long. And you do have Alpha kind of clearing that a little bit deeper, trying to keep, you know, a little bit of a track on the back of Showers. But Fnatic need to re-clear this now because aggression comes in and it slows down the clock. You can't play hyper late executes because of this. It will hinder you on time. Now, with the re-clear coming out from DRX towards short, they're having a little look down towards B. They could catch some godly timing. But look at Leo, waiting and actually receives. So he notes the play, he notes the intention, but does he even estimate there could be two players here?
Obviously, reveal the presence here, or not stax flashing this.
It is, and he's all alone, but he's still got value. He's just taking a brawl. MaKo's still somewhat unchecked on here.
Ultimate though, so if he can stand up to the test of Alfajer,
it's only a little pocket to play
yeah.
in.
30 seconds left.
It should be expiring about now as well, so the wall will drop.
Zest is in support. There's the ult. Burst comes in. Site gets taken. Zest still stands. Cross gets watched. MaKo gets the punish. And where was Alpha in this? Maybe delayed, maybe late. But it gives MaKo a second lease of life. And now to the 3v3. Look at the time. Trying to re-clear this. All that stall. All of this work from DRX has stopped Fnatic in their tracks. Spikes loose on the site. This round is wraps. And DRX are doing everything that they need to against Fnatic.
What a beautiful split with the orbital strike here.
Eventually play the game of guess when Fnatic win or lose a round just off of Mini's reaction. At this point though, we're going to have the ults being cycled through for DRX. They've noted one. And Alpha's not loving that. He actually bests RB. Oh, but Buzz! They're so confident, but they're not fighting alone. This isn't individual challenges. They're being very comprehensive in this.
But the way DRX are playing so far, you take these trades every day of the
100%.
week. If you're going to approach the defense like this on bind, sure, you're happy with that. Especially to remove a lot of information in terms of Alfajer lurking outside Showers, controlling both entrances to A site. It's going to be awkward. I was going to say, if Derke doesn't get spotted by the Trailblazer, but...
Is it enough to pull a rotation over, or are they still happy leaving MaKo here? Fnatic haven't fully committed. They're trying to maybe pick up the pace a bit here because they ran out of time basically in that last round. So here you can see them trying to work a little bit earlier towards it. Chronicle could be the challenge for MaKo. Not for the last round's impact, he has to be aware of the chance of this. They want to get him gone. And this time they succeed. Chronicle takes him down and isolates one on the side. It's just stax. One flash to play with, eats that. He's trying to slip ahead. He's trying to be in an unexpected angle here.
This
cubby.
Oh,
not again! Stax! This is madness! Pop flash and he lives!
got the spike!
The spike is down as well! Derke and Leo will be furious about this. With 20 seconds, what are they meant to do now? So one of the best in the game, known for their roles, but right now, they have recovered the spike. It's the small silver lining. The Zest is closing in. It's not like they have safety here. Leo's going to be just melting away. Derke on the defense. Leo looking vulnerable, but he still stands. Derke defending this with everything he's got. And now Leo on the site, and Stax has a look. Can he find Leo first? He's looking for him. He's not being given much, but a pixel was all it took.
Plant's not good for Derke.
It's certainly not, and the fake flash gives Stax the angle. Gets the cross, and now he gets started toying with him. Teasing, and he gets him! Stax with an audacious, outstanding round. We're seeing that aggression. We're seeing that re-aggress time and time again.
The response is, hey guys, we need to kind of slow down and control a little more because it's been the same default pretty much time and time again.
And look
Maybe
who's in the smoke.
expecting RB here.
Pop flash. Does he go? Second time, he does, and the flash is fantastic, and so's the spray. Zero threat, zero trade, he's out of there.
It's just another situation where it's a solo mission from RB. Leo flashed into another dimension, and it's 2 kills in favor of DRX. And this is a scenario where if they can continue to get aggressive on the extremity, even just ice.
But,
I mean, even
I say that, it's not even high risk particularly because it's Yoru.
Even when you think back to the kind of the flash and dash that, you know, Vision Strikers themselves trademarked, they kind of, and how well coordinated they are on set pieces. And this is what I think is throwing Fnatic aloof.
But I absolutely love the fact of it is still quite well crafted. And now you're going to be wanting to be anti-flash if you're Alpha. I'm slipping away, yeah, exactly. Oh my god, they've done it again! Every time there's a wall of smoke, anything, go anti-flash, please, because DRX are walking through all of this. And now they get to sit back in a 5v4. They've taken away Alpha. Fortunately, at least the operator gets to be kept in hand, but Boaster now has to be the one to try and wield it and slowly take space towards Shower.
But it's so rare that we actually see this. Like,
look at MaKo. Oh,
for a moment, I think,
caught.
yeah, the rifle just sticking into the poison orb.
This is better. Chronicle trying to challenge on it, but RB's here. Now the Seeker's going to come down, reveal there's still a lurk in play. We're going to have the ult coming through as well. Buzz going to buy a second. Exactly, they couldn't capitalize on the space they may have just earned. Seeker lazily making its way through, and it's Boaster still looking for an opportunity. Doesn't clear close, and Buzz gets what he wants.
That's the spike. Look at the minimap.
No one can do anything. Derke's got a sight. Brilliant. He's got to get to the other side of the map with 35 seconds. He can't give too much away. And look at Zest.
30 seconds
With
left.
Alpha down, it unlocked the map. And Leo is surrounded. Can't escape. And this man can make miracles happen, but this round won't be the one.
This is not going to be it, no. And just to come back to a point I was about to make, that it's so rare you actually see Fnatic fail to respond to what's going on across the map time and time again. This default hasn't really stood up to the test of DRX's aggression. All they're doing is they're spinning the wheel, picking an extremity, and fighting for it. Yeah. The only time we've really seen them get shut down was the double swing on short. After the timeout, and Chronicle found 2 headshots, that was it.
It's all of it coming together.
A well-oiled machine, yeah.
Absolutely, and this is the first time I'm seeing them challenged in this sort of way, and it's not gonna... Again, the flash gives Buzz the angle. Look at this. Counter flash comes in, turns it, can't get back in time. First time they've really got an opening pick here to create a chance. But again, look at the scoreline. At this point, 10-1. You're trying to maybe put together anything you can, but nice upgrade for Derke there. Couple of ults as well to play with.
I mean, you're right. This does just feel like a GG go defense.
Yeah.
And hope for the best, really. Fnatic still don't commit behind that pick. Cautious of any further stack here.
And it's a rare day I'm seeing all these players in these positions. Leo, 3-9, bizarre. It's just so strange, but MaKo's immovable. They still don't have any access to the site. The spike's down once again, and they're struggling. Stax trying to support over towards Shower, and DRX just close in and absolutely decimate Fnatic. Alpha, last one alive, hunted down. DRX with a new lease of life. 11-1 on the half.
Today.
It doesn't feel like it.
So we're in a fever dream.
We've had ridiculous weather and then also an earthquake. Maybe something's got a little topsy-turvy here, but it's so good to watch. I think any fans of Valorant will love seeing this because you get to see what you can do when you reinvent a couple of aspects of your team. A couple of different looks here, a little bit of a pace change here and there, a confidence upgrade. We're seeing this kind of freedom to DRX we do not see at this point. Normally that pressure mounts, and to do it against Fnatic, I mean, come on. Now we go back in. Can Fnatic make a game out of this? As always, it starts with one round. We have a 4-1 stack.
There's going to be one member of DRX, Zest, here to try and create a little bit of pressure. Alpha will be put in a position to feel the heat here. The TP comes through. Zest can get behind it. Chronicle actually catches him. MaKo with the response onto Alpha, though. It's a 4v4.
So they're going to have the site, right? So plants in, time's on their side. A little bit of kit left on MaKo to reinvest the smoke. Where's he going for? CT, it looks like. And up towards Hookah. That's where the pressure's coming from. It's going to be a late presence from Derke. That could be essential. Look at him as well.
Still got good utility from Derke. Probably in. Yeah, Stax is going to figure it out with the flash.
Big. Timing on that is huge. But they can't overcommit to just dealing with Derke. Everyone else is on the other side of the map here, and it's clean enough for Stax. They can turn their attention elsewhere. Great trade for MaKo. Swings out, Leo punishes Buzz. Opens up long, but RB's there. Oh, the catch on this cross. MaKo working those trades, working that angle.
But there's very little to pin your hopes to right now. DRX looking to seal the deal here on map 1.
And Alpha not finding much there. Well, he found a lot, but he didn't find what he wanted, which would have been the kill. The space now being filled already. Look at Buzz. Straight down to business. RB already going to find Derke. It's down to 4. Boaster's here, yes. Maybe the molly could dissuade the plant at least by a couple of seconds. They just jump! And so does Boaster. Big shot towards RB. Bring it back down to a 4v4, but this is not comfortable at all.
Difficult as well in terms of the weaponry here. Boaster only a sheriff in hand. Alpha only got the headhunter.
Smoke down.
The next point of contact is stax. Pressured a little deeper, but Buzz with the judge causing massive problems right now.
Fnatic need to start kind of building back towards this. Noted, no one on the defuse, but Boaster doing the heroics if he has to. Takes down MaKo and looks for that next player to come through that smoke.
The vulnerable!
The tap, it's huge! Oh, and Stax got Leo! Alpha's there! Boaster's falling, it's all on Alpha! A 1v2, and the time is not on his side! History is being rewritten today with a scoreline like that. 13-1